We are off to adventure! What's up everybody? Welcome to the life of a board gamer. My name is Daniel and let's get ready to go on adventure. So today we are going to talk about a game called Here Be Dragons Into the Unknown. So this is a game where you basically go around, explore the land, fight the monsters, fight the big bad monsters, fight the other players, take over their territory if you choose to do so. You can do whatever you want in this game. But before we get down to the table, before I show you what you get inside this box, and we'll talk a little bit more about it, I noticed that a lot of you, if you check these numbers up over here, are not subscribed who are watching these videos. So please hit that subscribe button, help me this channel grow. So I'm basically guilt tripping you into subscribing, but it is what it is, you know. So yeah, if you help me grow this channel with your subscriptions, with your free time, we can make even more awesome stuff on this channel. So yeah, without further ado, let's get down to the table. Let me show you what's inside this box, and then we'll talk some more about it. Okay, so let's check out Here Be Dragons Into the Unknown. And ooh, there's some stuff flying around. So first of all, each player, not each player because this game goes up to 6, but there's only 3, but you can put this player aid between 2 players, and this player aid explains you how the stuff works, some of the stuff, how it works, but it's really helpful, even though it could be a little bit smaller. This is like just page taken out of the rule book, but okay. Then we have a rule book, and it's pretty big rule book. There are some walls of text, not on everything, like there is a lot of empty space, so you don't have to worry. The game is not hard to learn, it's not hard to teach, but when you go through it and when you encounter something like this wall of text that explains just the water rule, you get a little bit scared. But actually they just went in a in the details just so you don't miss out and play wrong or anything like that. So, and yeah, these are the rules that explain you how the game works and everything. Then you have a quest book, so you can go through like a story quest thing, but I haven't played this quest book, so I'm not going to be talking about it. I'm not sure if this is like for the solo play or not, so, or can multiple people play it. I just played the regular game as it is. So each of the players will get one of these boards, and they are all the same. There's no differences between them. So on this player board you will have your tree where you will develop your hero. You will be buying some of these things, not all of them, you can't have everything, and you will develop yourself to either be a great attacker or have a great defense, or both. And over here you will track your victory points, how much gold you have, resources, how much influence you have, and how much health you have. So because when you die, bad things happen and you really don't want to die. Then we get a bunch of cards, and I'm going to explain them in a second. Of course you get a lot of dice because this game is all about dice. You use these dice to encounter monsters, to fight the monsters, everything. So you get dice, and you get a bunch of cards. So first cards are these encounter cards. So each player, when it's their turn to play, at some point they will have to take one of these cards, and if it has like this little bag over here, they will keep it for themselves, because this is like an item that they can use in a fight or maybe defend against other players or monsters. And if it has like these, let me just find one, if it has like this eye, then it means that they will publicly choose something and do it. This one just gives you some gold for influence, you can trade vice versa, or they will give you like a quest, like this one for example says, explore any land style only connected to the water. And whoever manages to do this first, because this will be on the board for everyone to go for it, they will earn some gold, victory points, and some resources. And as you can see, there is a bunch of cards in here. Some of them do repeat regarding items. Items do repeat from time to time, but I think that these encounter things are all unique. At least I haven't seen two the same. So yeah. Next thing that we have over here, some more encounters, but these encounters include, if you want to play with the monster variant, where at one point probably the monster will show up and it will start to corrupt the land, and it will try to attack you, and if you die and get corrupted, then you will chase other players, stuff like that. And these are just monster decks. They go from 1 to 2, 3 to 4, and 5, meaning that's the strength of the monster that you can expect to find in here, depending where you are on the board, which monster you are trying to hunt down. And these monsters vary from very difficult things, but they give you so much of everything. But they have like tons of strength, and they have all these special abilities. But of course you will have some cards to neutralize these special abilities of theirs. And monsters do repeat. They are not all unique, like stuff like that, so you will encounter werewolves multiple times, stuff like that. But yeah, basically these are like just wild boars and good gremlins and like this praying mantis thing or whatever it is. And yeah, you will be going around the board and fighting monsters, and you go around the board exploring these tiles. And these tiles, basically, they will all be in the bag, so you will be randomly drawing from the bag and just putting tiles next to each other as you explore, which means that every game will be completely different. You have all the freedom to explore in any direction you want. And you have mountains, you have plains, you have different like these shrines that will give you influence, and nobody can attack you over here because it's a sacred place. You have these corruption tiles, that corruption can happen all over the place. You have a sea tiles because there is some sea. Let me just take one. So you have a tile with the sea, so you can go on a sea and explore. You can go in the woods, hunt monsters if they have the right icon on them. And basically you will be putting these on the board as you go move and explore. And you move and explore with your meeples, and they are all right now all over in the back. But basically you will have your own meeple, and you will have these like a city tiles. Each player will get 4 tiles of their color, and you go from building like this small one to eventually trying to build like this big huge city that is that spreads all around if other players don't attack it and take it from you. So with these cubes you will mark your district. These are just regular wooden cubes, and you have these arrows. At the end of your turn you will decide if you want to go to explore on the next tile, or if you want to move or not. So you will say, you will mark with this arrow like I'm going this way. Next turn it's my turn to play, like when the whole round goes on. And you get some more tokens, and you get your main meeple that will move around the board. These are all unique and they look pretty different. If you encounter monsters and don't defeat them or run away from them, you will use these tokens to mark on the board that there's monster over there, so other players can go and encounter with it and fight with it. And if you decide to play with the monster option, you can play with all kinds of different monsters. Basically this is the same, just painted differently, but they are different cards, they do different things. Or you can play against this guy, or you can even play against this guy, this like a octopus that comes with its own separate tentacles that will spawn on a board in a lake. And you will try, and you get some blank tiles, so you can just make some of your own tiles if you choose to do so, which I don't, because I can't match the artwork and it would drive me insane. And yeah, basically that's everything that comes in this box. Okay, so that was Here Be Dragons Into the Unknown. Now there is some game on a computer or somewhere, I'm not sure. When I googled it, I stumbled upon it, that's also called Here Be Dragons. It has almost similar artwork, but I don't think that this game was done over that game. I'm not really sure if they are connected, so I apologize if I didn't make that reference, but I never heard about the game before. Once I started Google stuff, then I noticed that there is like a computer game called the same name. But yeah, this game is, where to start? So basically, I want, right from the start, I want to compare it to the Zaya, in a sense that you are free to explore and you are free to do whatever you want. This game gives you so much freedom So you can choose just to go and explore and fight the monsters, go on your own side, completely disregard all the other opponents, just go and do your thing and try to collect the most points and win. Other players will maybe start building their settlement right from the start and try to go big. Other players will probably try also and roam for the find different monsters or attack other players' settlements. You can do whatever you want in this game. You can be a bad guy, you can be a good guy, you can be a neutral guy, you can do whatever you want. Now, some of those things do pay out more than others, but I think that this game, there's a lot of randomness in it, so be aware of that. There is a lot of random things in here, so you never know which tile you're gonna pull out. Like in one game, I just wanted to find a monster to fight it, to get some resources to get me going, but for the love of me I couldn't find the monsters to fight. I was constantly finding just a bare regular land, not even the normal land that with some resources, just completely empty land, while other players prospered like crazy. So, but this game for me, it's not about it, because it simulates, it simulates like it is. Some people have more luck, some people have less luck. It is how it is. And I know that lots of people, I know that I need to compare it to Zaya a lot more than I want to, but that's the only game that I know that does this thing, but this is just like a fantasy version. No, in Zaya, you know, to move, you need to roll the dice to see how far you can travel. And if dice is not on your side, you will probably not travel anywhere. And if you choose to do like to be the guy that delivers stuff back and forth, and if you are rolling poorly on a movement, you are not going to be good. You are probably going to lose. But I don't know. I just like that this game gives you options. No matter what, everything, if with a little bit of luck, you can win on any strategy you choose to do so, and I like that very, very much. Also, I really like that tech tree that I show you. That's like a real tree. You can choose and you can decide what you want to do. You can do all kinds of different things. If you want to be more of like a monster hunter, you can tailor yourself to be more resistant against monsters and to kill them easier and have better dice rolls against them. You can change the values of dice, stuff like that. You can basically tailor whatever your strategy is. You can tailor your tree to fit that strategy, and that is something I truly appreciate in this game. Each of those play styles play very uniquely and very differently. We had one guy that completely went all out, just spread to build the biggest settlement to earn him points that way. And I went on a monster hunt that was rather unsuccessful, while other players were doing a little bit of both of everything. And what I wanted to say next, yeah, the tech tree. The tech tree was absolutely awesome. The way it works, I just liked it. But the dice, I wanted to talk about the dice and the combat. The combat in this game, I'm not sure. It sounds familiar. It sounds like I saw it somewhere. It is very much resembles the game of Risk, like a Risk game. You know that old game where you just roll the dice, compare them, and then just kill them over, kill the units, and just keep rolling and rolling and rolling. But in here, the dice work a little bit differently. Because when you roll the dice, you compare the highest result to the opponent's highest result, to the monster's highest results. And if they are both the same, and the monster don't break those rules, like for example, there's one monster that wins ties. So if they're tied and nobody wins ties, let's say for example that it's not that monster, those dice go into the next round of fighting. And next dice, maybe one can be bigger than other. It will kill it. It will remove it from the game. So you are let's say monster hit me with 5 on my 4. That dice is gone. It's defeated. And if monster attacked, let's say for example, with 3 dice and I only have 2, his third die does not attack me, doesn't do any damage to me because it didn't have anything to fight. It just goes into the next round. And then the next round you roll your dice, and that way the fights can swing very easily. You at one moment you can be winning and then just 2 bad rolls and you are losing, but it can also happen on the other way around. So you are losing and then you just get on the roll and you win it, like you get out from nowhere and win it. And I think that simulates the randomness is in life really nice. I think some people might be put off by that, but I think it's really great game. I think it is. I like it. I can forgive it the randomness because even though it's why am I going about randomness so much? Because this game, it's a big game. There's a lot of things going on. It goes fast. It's not like you will play this game for 6 hours of random stuff happening. No, no, you will be. We played 4 players in like with the rules explanation, you know, and everything. We played it in like I think hour and a half, something like that. But we played the small game that you just need to get 5 victory points. You can play a little bit longer, that will get you to the 10 victory points. But the game kind of snowballs. So when you get to the next 5 would be much easier to get because now you are strong. You have upgraded your character. You can attack monsters that will give you victory points. You can do more better stuff than from the start that will help you out. And yeah, I can forgive it because it gives you so much different options. It is just absolutely lovely, and I love it. I loved every little bit part of it. It is fun game. It is really nice game. I definitely recommend you check it out, and don't be afraid about the random thing going on that I'm constantly rambling about like it's a bad thing. I think it's not. I think it's fun because you don't know what's gonna happen. You know, you're always on the edge. Is it going to be a good roll? Is it going to be a bad roll? I don't know. In this game, it just fits me. If it was some other game, I would probably say, oh my god, the random fest. But somehow, all of that they packed it really nicely. It fits in here. I like it. I don't know why, but I like it. I really do. Usually I don't like it, but I like it. Like with Zaya. Zaya is exception to that rule also. I like it even though I don't care if I roll badly. I still have fun for some reason, and I can't explain why, but I just do. So if you have a chance to play this one, give it a go. You maybe like it. There's really so much more underneath it than it first looks, and it's definitely worth exploring. Also, one extra thing. There's monsters in this game, so you can play with monsters or without monsters. So we played without monsters because we thought enough is that we are harassing each other and monsters would just get in our way. But so I haven't played with the monsters variant yet, but I still think I can tell you all about the game and everything. But monsters just gives you that extra level because they start to corrupt the land around you, and if they manage to kill you, they will corrupt you, and then you will like do your bidding for the monster, which only sounds awesome, right? But we haven't played that one because we just didn't. So yeah, that is that. That's all I have to say. Do check out Here Be Dragons Into the Unknown, because you never know what you're gonna encounter over there. And thank you all for spending time with me. Thank you all for watching my videos, for taking your free time to watch these videos. And yeah, do check out my Patreon. Please consider supporting me on the Patreon, because that way we can also make this channel grow even more. All of the money I earn over there, I just pour into the channel to make more great content for you. So yeah, that is that. Thank you all for watching, and Into the Unknown. Pozdrav!